In the challenging world of forestry, transportation is not just part of the job, it's a matter of survival. And today we're not talking about machines, but giant machines designed to handle the heaviest loads with power and efficiency. Get ready to embark on a thrilling journey with Turbo Talk 1886, a place where mechanical genius converges, where power and technology have no limits. Here it comes. The beast carrying wood is slowly going downhill, looking like a weightlifter preparing to perform a record lift. This red dirt road is already tough to look at. I wonder how this friend will handle it. Starting to accelerate, the car is rushing downhill like a real warrior. Red dust is starting to fly like a signal flare to signal the approaching army. Looking at the way it glides over the ditches on the road, I really respect it. The high chassis and airy engine really have an advantage. A mighty start. The truck roared like a beast awakened, ready to devour the snowy slope. Smoke billowed from the exhaust pipe as if it was declaring, "Get out of the way, here I come." The way it started moving, it was hard to believe it was dragging a fortune of lumber behind it. And this is an unscripted landing. The law of gravity has officially won the knockout. The boom sound resounded like a symphony of steel and wood, ending the dramatic off-road performance. The truck decided to lie down to rest right there, probably too tired. This road temporarily became an impromptu parking lot. This Kenworth looks cool, standing in the mud like a boxer about to enter the ring. There's a fortune in wood in the back and a free mud spa in the front. The driver must be thinking, I might as well take a bath. Let's go. This lumber-carrying monster is starting up, its wheels spinning like it's a heavy-duty drifter on gravel. That self-propelled crane is probably there to scratch your back when you're tired, but carrying this much lumber is a real superhero. Opening with a truck version of a supermodel, this Mercedes carries wood as if it's parading on a red dust catwalk. Just look at those logs as big as temple pillars, and you can tell it's not a small force. The small car behind must be trying to keep a safe distance, afraid that the giant will sneeze and disappear.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel.
From afar, a resilient red dot appeared in the middle of the winding dirt road, looking like a giant fire ant carrying prey back to its nest. The small car passing by had to exclaim, "You're so brave!" Amidst the idyllic mountain scenery, the challenging road became the perfect stage for an impromptu off-road performance. The bright red Scania struggled to climb the slope, meter by meter like a weightlifter lifting a record weight. It looked silent but powerful, as if it was saying to itself, "Slope? As light as a mosquito. This wood is not strong enough." The truck was like, "Wait, boss, let me take a look around and see how difficult this slope is. I know from the sound of the engine that there will be an emotional mountain climb soon." The guy in the green shirt was like a coach instructing the war horse before the G hour. "Just stay calm. We'll have reinforcements with shovels when we need them." The engine roared like a lion demanding breakfast. Smoke billowed like a fire-breathing dragon, and the wheels spun like a breakdancer, slipping on a floor full of rotten leaves. The car was trying to dig its way to the top of glory, looking both miserable and humorous, as if it was shouting, "Oh Earth, let me go up!" Confirmed huge cargo, 29 to 34 meters of fresh timber. No wonder steering is as difficult as herding a train into a small alley. Each wheel shift is an art of balance and prediction, like playing Jenga heavy trucks in Green Forest version. The driver is truly a master driver, must have nerves of steel to dare to accept this job. Looking at this pure white Renault carrying several super large logs, I thought it was an ant carrying prey. It was crawling on the red dirt road like a weightlifter trying to lift a record weight. The trailer at the back was undulating and swaying with each turn, looking both graceful and thrilling, afraid that it would twist too much. Aha! It turns out that the hero Renault is not alone. In the distance, a bright yellow excavator with a wood clamp appeared. It must be waiting for supplies or clearing the way for the transport convoy. The mountains and forests are truly a gathering place for muscular machines.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel.
The two pilots looked as fresh as morning flowers, even though behind them was a rather bare mountain construction site. The young man grinned, probably because riding this giant green iron bird was as cool as riding a roller coaster, and they also got paid. This job is definitely not for the faint-hearted. The orange AC crane Dancer is warming up on the muddy stage full of wood. Looking at the way it slowly walks towards the middle of this messy wood pile, it seems like there will be a heavy-duty pole dancing performance soon. The worker walking next to it is probably the stage director, ready to shout "Action!" for the upcoming performance. The convoy of wooden knights began their journey. Several motorbikes struggled through the muddy terrain, the wheels spinning as if they were dancing with the mud. The drivers had to use both feet as training wheels to maintain balance. What a superb skill, even heavy trucks had to take their hats off. The tiny battleship is struggling to pull a giant wooden island. Looking at the tiny tugboat puffing smoke, tirelessly pulling hundreds of long logs like an endless train, it looks like ants are carrying dinosaur bones. What impressive strength, truly small but mighty.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel.
Starting the day like a grumpy old man. The locomotive was puffing smoke as if it had just finished a whole Havana cigar, preparing to pull the mobile forest behind. The worker in the green shirt standing next to him must be saying, "Come on, old man, stop sulking. The whole crew is waiting." In the middle of the blue sea and golden sunshine, the wood-carrying battleship slowly advanced, looking like a floating island on vacation. It carried a fortune of wood on its back, but it still leisurely cut through the waves, as if saying, "The ocean is vast, but it is nothing compared to the amount of wood you are carrying." The Kenworth monster began to appear. With its shiny tractor, head, and cargo box full of wood, it slowly approached the stream, preparing for an involuntary mud bath. Looking so majestic and imposing, this stream must be just a mosquito the mountain climbing version of a heavy-duty truck transporting timber. This red dirt road looks as difficult as a final exam, and the truck looks like a student wondering, will I pass the subject? The wheels begin to grind the mud, preparing for the most severe endurance test of the day. Far away at the end of the snow-mud ice cream road, a Kenworth warrior is slowly approaching, carrying a giant bundle of firewood. Looking at this white and muddy scene, the driver must be thinking to himself, winter is not cold, only the road is a bit muddy. The tree with the pink flag must be a sign saying, attention, giant truck is coming. It's time for a heavy-duty tug-of-war. The Yellow Cat bulldozer slowly backs up, showing off its power with its sturdy iron chains, preparing to play the role of a rescue athlete. The steel cable connecting the two fighters looks as tight as a guitar string, signaling a dramatic tug-of-war is about to take place. The truck is like, hey buddy, be gentle. I've got a fortune to carry in the back. Wading through streams and climbing hills in the hell-on-earth version, this steep and muddy road is truly an extreme challenge. The truck slowly inched forward, looking like a snail carrying a mountain on its back. The guys watching on the side of the road must have been equally nervous. The warrior still hasn't given up. The engine roared even louder. Black smoke spewed out like a fire-breathing dragon, showing a fierce determination. The wheels still diligently plowed, clinging to every small mound of earth. Truly the extraordinary power of machines born to conquer terrain. The giant, loaded with trophies, glided smoothly on the country road, leaving behind the deep engine sound and a faint trace of smoke. It was probably on its way to the factory, where these logs would begin a new life. Goodbye, warrior of the long road. The first act is a rusty-colored truck veteran, looking like he just stepped out of a museum, preparing to face a makeshift wooden bridge over a stream. The bridge is rickety, the road is muddy, the onlookers are probably holding their breath and praying for the driver. The car is like, whatever, wherever it is, as long as it crosses the river. It's the turn of the elegant black Volvo handsome guy to show off his skills. But this time the opponent is a wooden bridge with almost all of its teeth falling out, looking even scarier than a horror movie. The car slowly rolls, each plank is bent as if about to break. The sound of the wood creaking must have made the driver's heart jump lambada. The audience, if any, must be wondering, should we call for help first? Now it's the performance of the white Ford Cargo Friend. Another wooden bridge, but this time it seems a bit more safe. Oh well, it's muddy and scary all the same. The car roared, the wheels struggled with the mud, determined to conquer the challenge. This giant truck was like a real mechanical sea monster, roaring and cutting through the water at high speed. The water almost covered the front of the truck, but it still moved forward silently, not flinching. The exhaust pipe spewed out black smoke as if the engine was straining to shout. Add a little more pressure, I like it. Carrying a ton of wood, but it felt like pulling a toy car. What extraordinary power. And that is the real power in the world of forestry transport, where technology and mechanical muscle combine to overcome all challenges. If you are interested in giant machines and want to continue accompanying Turbo Talk 1886 on the journey to discover the ultimate mechanical power, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below to let us know which machine impressed you the most. There are many more exciting things waiting for you ahead. Turbo Talk 1886, where technology has no limits. Copyright disclaimer. Turbo Talk does not fully own the materials compiled in this video. The materials belong to the individuals or organizations that rightfully own them and should be respected. We use them under the provisions of the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Fair use is permitted for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. This statement is crucial to maintain transparency and respect for copyright. It is necessary to recognize the importance of balancing the freedom of expression of creators with the protection of copyright holders' rights. We believe in fostering an environment where both can coexist harmoniously, allowing ideas and creativity to flow freely. It is important to ensure that this video complies with YouTube's community guidelines in terms of service, including respecting copyright laws and promoting original content. We strive to provide high-quality content that respects the rights of content creators and contributes positively to the YouTube community. Although our team could not contact the owner of the YouTube channel No Road Baby, we always respect intellectual property rights and copyrights. We would like to quote in the description so that the audience can recognize and leave a link to the owner's channel below. Sincerely, thank you. For any commercial, general, or copyright-related inquiries, please contact us at thiol.synoviet.vm@gmail.com.